According to Ephesians chapter 5, verses 22 to 24, is a wife to submit physically to her husband when she has good reason to believe he is unfaithful, and for whom she has lost all respect, even though he professes to be a Christian?
Now may I say, the scripture that you give is Ephesians 5:22. Wives, submit yourselves under your own husbands as unto the Lord. And for the husband is the head of the wife, and is Christ as head of the church, and so on. Verse 24, therefore as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. In other words, Paul is saying here that a Christian marriage down here should mirror the relationship of Christ and the church. Now, let me back up and say that Paul began this section by saying, be not drunk with wine, but be filled with the Spirit. Now, here is the way Spirit-filled believers are going to live. To begin with, this passage is only for Christians, only for believers, but a peculiar group of believers, Spirit-filled believers. Here is a minority of the minority. This group are the Spirit-filled believers. Now, the wife, and the idea is she is a responder. God made her that way. When he brought Eve to Adam, she was to respond to Adam. You see, she was to be a help that was fitted for him, that filled him out, made him the man that he should be. And she's to respond to him. It was Adam that said, this is woman, she's been taken from me. She's part of me. It's I love me. I love her. And the thing is, then Eve could look at Adam and say, Adam, I love you. I'm part of you, and I'm here to help you. That is the thought. Now, here, Paul is using that, by the way, as the example. That marriage of Spirit-filled believers is where the wife responds to her husband. If the husband says, I love you, then she can respond and say, I love you. Now, it's not just quite that simple. It means that he must be the kind of a man that she can respect and look up to. Remember, he's to take the place of Christ, and she's to take the place of the church. And if that's true, then how could she submit herself physically to a man that she's lost respect for, that has been unfaithful to her, that has broken the marriage vow? And my judgment is that she is not required to.